Hola, me llamo Andrés.
Y soy Miguel y hoy hablamos de el imperfecto.
Y el preterite.
The preterite is used for actions that have a clear beginning or end in the past. Here are the AR preterite forms. Haste o amos hastes aron. Here are the ER forms. Iste o imos istes hieron. A las 2:30 yo corrí. Or at 2:30 I ran. Since it has a clear beginning, this is in the preterite. Yo corrí hasta 3 menos cuarto. Or I ran until 2:45. I used the preterite there because the action had a definite end. Preterite can also be used for actions that were definitely completed or could be done only once. Por ejemplo, yo compré un iPad. You can only buy this iPad once.
Imperfect is usually used with past actions that are still ongoing or still occurring, that never ended yet. The imperfect endings for AR are aba, abas, aba, abamos, abais, and iban. The imperfect endings for IR and ER verbs are ia, ias, ia, iamos, iais, and ian. Yo jugaba el baseball. That is the example that I'm going to use. What I said there was I used to play baseball. So, I never specified when it ended, so therefore you'd use the imperfect. The imperfect can also be used to describe objects or people in the past tense. For example, me gustaba acostarme a las 6 de la mañana. I used to like waking up at 6 in the morning. That is what I used to like to do. Never gave a specific date where I stopped doing it, so I get to use the imperfect in that sentence. The actions and interruptions. When something is going on and it's interrupted, the ongoing action is imperfect.
And the interrupting action uses the preterite.
Is yo corría.
Cuando yo lo golpeé. That means while he was running, I punched him. Some words that are always used with the preterite. Por ejemplo, yo comencé el video. Yo terminé el video, or I began and ended the video. Oh, and yo empecé el video, or I began the video. Now there's gonna be a little test. Andrew and I are going to say a sentence, and you'll have to decide whether to conjugate the verb as a preterite or an imperfect. Okay, let's go. Por 2 horas ayer yo bebí un fego. Oh, time's up. The answer is bebí in the preterite tense because I specified the amount of time that I spent drinking this fego. So therefore, first it has a set beginning and end. It is.
Alright, now it's my turn. Same thing as Miguel. You say a sentence, you have to figure out whether it's imperfect or preterite and have to conjugate it. So, durante el verano, siempre los llamar por teléfono con mis amigos.
Yeah, I hear you. Give me a second.
Are you trusting your answer? I hope so. The correct answer is llamaba. The reason why it's in the imperfect is because it's a continuous action with no specified ending time. Alright then, thank you guys for tuning in today.
We hope you actually managed to learn something.
So if you didn't or you have questions, you can find us in room 142 at 9th period at the back end of the class. Adios!